meet your two running engines, eh, babe?
When we bought the boat, the raw water system on the starboard side engine wasn't working. We didn't know what it was, but we managed to find it was actually just a dodgy impeller. So we fixed that out, sorted that out, got both engines running today. We're testing them just to see if they overheat running. So we're running for 2-3 hours just on idle speed and using the thermometer, keep an eye on them, and it's perfect. So this is what we do in lockdown.
So what we're doing in lockdown, we've decided to do a puzzle.
Yeah.
Even though we have...
Well, we could repair the boat or, you know, drink a bottle of wine.
We have to stay somewhat sane, right?
So we're going to do puzzle.
We're doing a puzzle.
I don't know how... No, this is Erica's puzzle. It's a glitter puzzle.
Yeah, it's glittery.
So.
And there's sailboats on it. That's why I bought it.
Yeah, right. I think it was because of the glitter, really. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you what Erica does on lockdown.
If you haven't already, find us on YouTube, click that subscribe button, and hit the bell as well. Then you'll be notified of all our new episodes.
Alrighty, so today I'm going to try and do a bit of strengthening work. So down here at the bow, I'll take you down the front here. This area has been repaired. I have started grinding just a little bit here and here, but you can see dodgy little fix. There's a crack and a crack going down here, which I don't trust very much. So I want to strengthen it, but I did start grinding it here in the marina. As you know, we're in Puerto Rico trying to get some stuff done. Anyway, I'm going to show you just from the inside what it looks like. Let's jump down in the hole. It's down here right in front of the bow. There's a delamination here. Some delamination here. They have done a temporary fix, but I'm just going to grind this back and put a load of layers of fiberglass here on the inside. So wish me luck, because working in here is going to be absolutely terrible with the amount of dust.
Get your cool glasses.
Got my swimming goggles. Kiddie swimming goggles, basically.
No, we didn't get the kids ones, we got the adult ones.
And they kind of look like kids ones.
Yeah.
Grinding away, removing the delaminated areas. It's a bit of a funny angle because the light coming through the hole. But all these delaminated areas, I've got rid of a lot already. Now we're getting back to pretty good fiberglass. So I'm going to do another grind here. This section's here and this section here. After that, I'm going to use an epoxy filler, basically, but an adhesive one. I think it's the 406. It's very, very sticky and it sets rock hard. So I'm going to go through these like little holes here, here, any deformations, so that then I can lay some glass basically onto a nice flat or flatter surface. I don't want to leave any air bubbles or gaps, so that's why I'm going to use the filler first. On the way back, I'm also going to strengthen this one here. This is where there was a cleat. It doesn't look too bad, just a small amount of cracking here on this side, but for some reason the cleat's not there, and someone has definitely touched up from the outside. So I'm going to strengthen the inside first, and then maybe later on once it's dried I'll do a bit more on the outside and we can get a cleat back on in that area. But to achieve this is a hell of a job, and I'm going to get covered in white powdery dust. It's not going to be fun. So remember, safety first.
That's normal day life these days, though. You can wear that to the shop.
I could actually go down to the store.
With your safety goggles and everything.
Could go into the bank like that this days. You imagine that? You couldn't go to the bank like this a few months ago, could you?
No.
Now they'd let you in. Without it, they wouldn't let you in.
Not too bad.
Nope.
Thought it was going to be worse. I need to let the dust settle. I have been running the vacuum cleaner down there as well. We bought a shop vac to try and reduce some of the dust. Once the air clears a bit, we're going to have a little look. But I found another section that was delaminated and I've managed to grind that off, so that's good. Ooh, that's hot. So that's what she looks like now after that last little grind. I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, it doesn't look very pretty, but once I get that adhesive filler in there to fill some of that, and I'm going to put a lot of layers of glass on this side. I'm going to literally double the thickness of the hull at this end of the boat. So I'm happy with that once I clean it all up. Alrighty guys, so I've done the grinding as you just seen. I went back in the hole and I wiped it down with acetone as well, just get rid of all the dust to make sure it's nice and clean. Vacuumed it first, then did the acetone. That should be dry now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump back in the hole and I'm going to fill up those rough areas I was talking about where I can't lay glass because there'd be areas of airlocks, if you will. System I'm using is West System. The filler, adhesive filler I'm using is the 406. It's very, very good. It's not very good if you want to sand it, but it's very, very good if you want a very strong fix to fill a hole, something that bonds very, very well and sets very, very hard. So filling up these sort of gaps is perfect for that. If I was doing something more for cosmetic looks, then I would change the filler to a different type. You can see on the back of the box actually they have the grade here. This end here is easier for sanding but less adhesive, and then all the way here. So I'm using the 406, which is very good for the application I'm doing today. Later on when I'm starting to do cosmetics before gel coats and stuff like that, I'm going to be working my way further in this direction. So what I've mixed up so far, I did start to do this before we turned the camera on. All I've done is put 4 pumps of the West System 105 resin in, and I've put 4 tablespoons of the filler in there. Now this won't set yet because I haven't put the hardener in, but I've got a nice consistency. Now I'm going to add the hardener. So it should be the same, so these are equal with the pump. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
This is where you got to run.
Yeah, I am using the fast hardener, but in this environment here with this sort of temperature, humidity, I've used it a lot, and you get about 10 to 12 minutes out of it. So it's pretty good, but I want to thicken it up a little bit. The hardener has actually made it a little bit thinner than I'd like, so I'm going to put just a little bit more. Mix that in. So before I put this on the walls in there, it's very, very dry and I want it to adhere. I mean, this is very, very good for adhesive purposes. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix 1 pump of each. So I've got resin and hardener just mixed together without any filler. And I'm just going to slap this on the areas before I put the adhesive in there. For me personally, I mean, I don't know, I'm not complete expert. Me personally, it just seems to adhere better and spread out better if I just dampen the area first that I'm going to be working in. So I'm going to head down there now. I haven't got time to stop and talk to you because it's all going to go hard otherwise.
Run, run, run!
Completely wetted out the area that I'm going to be working in. As you see, this isn't the easiest place to show you what I'm doing, or the easiest place to work in. But fixing boats, no one ever said it was easy. I'm going to work it from both directions because I want to, if there is a hole there, I really want it filled all the way. I don't want to leave any air gaps in there, which will cause delamination and that sort of stuff. This is a horrible angle to work at. Alrighty, so I have done a repair from the inside. So I've laid glass from the inside, a couple of layers. As you can see here, there's a big void. So I'm going to use the same 406 filler and try and fill some of this up. Then I'll grind it back and we'll put some glass over the top before putting a gel coat. So when you haven't got prepared in the first place, because your mixing knife's not there anymore, what you do is you sneak into the kitchen and you steal a new knife.
We're gonna have no butter knives left, are we?
No. I'd prefer to use the plastic reusable mixing sticks because you can literally just clean them off afterwards. It's very, very easy. But unfortunately, with all the stores being closed at the moment, you use what you got. So,
But there's a silver lining. West Marine might be open tomorrow.
yeah. We'll see what happens. We have done a lot here on this side. I've actually rubbed it down as well with some sandpaper now. Unfortunately, I'm only allowed to use hand sanding here, so it's not going to look the prettiest in the world. But this is nice and solid now. The area of the big hole that was here has now been filled. and I've also put a layer of glass all the way around. Normally I would have liked to have ground back further the gel coat and everything to put a bigger strip around, but as I say, I'm only allowed to use the hand sanding here. Alrighty, so I'm happy now with the inside and the outside of the bow section here on the port side. It's nice and strong. It's not pretty. I haven't done all the fairing and the gel coat, but we're going to come back to that in another episode once we're in a place where I can actually do some proper sanding to give it a perfect finish. But I'm happy at the moment that it's got a nice strong finish. I'm just going to bolt the cross member back in, and we'll be ready to go sailing or motoring. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that episode. We had lots of fun making it this week. We've been busy trying to chip away at all the jobs. We've got that list pinned up on the wall.
Ever-going list.
It's an ever-going list, but we're just trying to get done what needs to be done so the boat is going to be seaworthy to do the crossing, hopefully to get us back into Cayman. Fingers crossed. Everybody keep your fingers crossed. We are talking to the government in Cayman now, and hopefully we'll get permission to come back into their territorial waters. We know it's difficult times, so.
Yeah, we're trying to stay as positive at the moment as possible, trying to get as much done and keep our spirits up at the same time. It can be a little bit disheartening when everything's closed, can't get some of the supplies we need, but we're trying to stay as positive as possible and just keep chipping away.
Yeah, it's working. We're getting there. We are getting there. Yeah.
Slowly. Don't worry, be happy.
Yeah, don't worry, be happy. That's our motto around here at the moment.
Yeah. It's so fluffy!
Fluffy. When restoring a hurricane boat and working with fiberglass on a daily challenge while living in the boat, you must have a swiffer.
You sound like a twat.
No, it's like how you sold it to me at the shop. You had to have one. This thing's terrible. Why didn't we get the squirty one?
I wanted the squirty one.